Okay, so... Are there any Dunsparce outbreaks? Be nice, wouldn't it, if there were? Not looking good. Yeah, not bad, Reese, not bad. Little under the weather. I've had this, like, cold just going on for a while now. So where was the place? Where was the place that we used to hunt? To remind ourselves of how to do the shiny hunting. Dunsparce. Habitat. Doesn't tell me a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. Is this Dunsparce worth catching? I could boot up the Switch. It's just shiny hunting. I decided I was going to do Dunsparce. And, yeah. That's basically the long and short of it. I feel like... Didn't we do a jump from, like... From, like, South 1 to South 4? How do you keep track of when the events are? What events? What events are we talking about me keeping track of? Just... This is always in the game. You can always catch a shiny Dunsparce. You just have to shiny hunt for long enough. Where was it? I'm sure it was in... Was it there? Yeah, they do special events sometimes. They do these outbreaks, which I was hoping we might have one of. Which make those that Pokemon show up a lot more, and you can also boost its shiny odds. But there's no Dunsparce outbreak ongoing at the moment. I think what I'll do in future when I shiny hunt on these games is maybe just do it based on the outbreak that's happening at the time. Whoop, nearly. You're going to Japan next week? Wow, that's awesome. And hopefully going to go to the Pokemon Cafe. Hell yeah, sounds amazing. Very jealous, I want to go to Japan. Oh, I think this is it. I think this is it. I think this is where we did our original... Yeah, this is it. This is where we want to be. Eat a Magikarp. Right, so anytime I see a Dunsparce, there's one, I'll make it burrow into the ground and add one. Thusly. Alright, and if we can find a shiny one, that would be amazing. We'll try and catch it. So it's a nice chill stream. Was supposed to be streaming something else, but I've been working all morning, and I'm not exaggerating, all morning on trying to get myself ready for that stream, and I just simply cannot. Reese, do you know anything about PS3 emulation? Yes. Excuse me, as I say, under the weather. Ugh, can't quite shift this cold, it's really annoying. Not really. Modded Xbox. Ah, okay. So, basically, the issue I'm having is that I fired up my PS3, I hooked up my PS3, and I want to do a video, of a series of videos on WWE 2K14. It's coming up on the anniversary of that game releasing very soon. So I wanted to do some videos on it. But for some reason, when I put in the disc, it's saying I don't have any of the DLC, which I find it hard to believe at the time I would have had none of the DLC. Because I had all the 12 and 13 DLC. And I just find it hard to believe I had a wrestling game without all the content, because that doesn't sound like me. So I went to the store to re-download it. It's not in the store anymore. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, I can't play the full experience of the game on my PS3 anymore. So I turned to emulation, and I tried to... I downloaded a copy of the game. That was working fine. But I can't get the DLC to work. I've managed to get the Biker, Taker, and Ultimate Warrior bit of the DLC working, but nothing else shows up. And also, I need to quick unlock everything as well. Aha, Dunsparce. Because the PS3 version has everything unlocked, because I unlocked everything. But the newly downloaded emulator version obviously doesn't. But that should all unlock with part of the DLC, the accelerator, right? So... Was 2K14 on PS2? Because I know they release games across platforms for quite a while after it's the current console. I always just bought it on the latest console it was on. But I don't know whether 2K14 came out on PS2 or not. Legit, just no idea. Because if it is, and you could help me, I would be willing to do it on PS2 just to get the content done. SVR 11 was the last one on PS2, fair enough. Quite a few years out then. But yeah, I just I just can't get it working basically with the DLC. Download a save file with everything unlocked and put that in the emulator. Yeah, but I also need to download the... I need to get the actual DLC onto it as well. And that's proving difficult. I found files that claim to be the DLC, but most of them are dead links now. And the ones that do seem to actually produce anything, like I say, I've only managed to get one that gives me Undertaker and Ultimate Warrior, not all of the DLC. And I'm just kind of running out of ideas, to be perfectly honest, for how to get it working. And with it being a game that's just about 10 years old, obviously there's fewer people than ever caring about getting it working. So like most of the results you get by Googling it are from ages ago, and most of them don't work. But no worries if you don't know. Oh god, I didn't... Do you know what? I'm pretty sure the last time we shiny hunted, we like barely ran into anything. Nope, wrong. That one. Excuse me. God, I miss having a mass outbreak with Dunsparce. Like, we bumped into like 1,000 in one stream. Now we've bumped into 3 so far in like 19 minutes. Well, no, it was the pre-screen, wasn't there? So 14 minutes. Yeah, I was surprised how easily I managed to get the PS3 emulator and the game working. But then as I tinkered with it and tried getting the DLC working, I managed to break the game as well. So, probably going to have to start from scratch. I'm trying not to make the same mistake on the DLC. Does it run okay on the PC? Any lag? Honestly, I didn't really give it a trial run. Apparently, you can also mod the PS3. And any PS3 can be modded for free. But again, I don't think there's much point if I can't get hold of a confirmed working copy of the DLC before that, because I just mod the PS3, then do nothing to it in that instance, you know, which just seems pointless. But yeah, I think it was running okay. The menu music sounded fine. Like, I know the menu's like the least stressful part of the game, but like, it wasn't like lagging out or anything. I might, honestly, just have to give up on the idea of doing that series of videos, unfortunately. Aha! So we must remember, if we see a shiny one, we have to stop a bit further away from it. Don't trigger it into digging underground. Save the game, because I believe that save states the Pokemon on the screen, as in, if I were to fail the capture, I could reload and re-encounter the shiny. I think it's worth a go anyway. And then you just sprint straight at it and get into a battle before it burrows underground. DLC isn't a huge deal. Yeah, oh god, I was reading chat. Yeah, I could do the videos without it. It's just a bit of a thing for me. It's like I just don't like not having the complete thing. It really bugs me more than it should. The plan is to like do a tournament of who's the best on the game, and I feel like that should include DLC. But yeah, you're right. Worst case scenario, I could just do it on my actual PS3 without the DLC. It just, I don't know. Doesn't feel right, man. I mean, yeah, I'd do it on Xbox if I can have the complete roster. I don't really care if it's on PlayStation or Xbox. I just went PlayStation because obviously I was already working off PlayStation, so it was already in my mind. But yeah, I don't have any actual preference. They're a bit hit or miss. Yeah, I think the more advanced an emulator gets, the more hit or miss it is. Like, I feel like basic ones, like Game Boy ones, are pretty solid these days, like, because it's, you know, far below the capabilities of any average PC to run a Game Boy game. I assume, with the games being simpler, the software to run them is simpler, it just all becomes easier to sort of fake, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe I should look into Xbox. Just because I feel like I've sort of exhausted the PlayStation side of things. Admittedly, when I was Googling it, a lot of the time I wasn't specifically going PlayStation, and there still wasn't a whole lot of extra info on the Xbox, but you never know. If I actually start looking for Xbox stuff instead of skimming over it, maybe the right answer's there on the Xbox. I'll have to message Josh as well. He recently did some streams on 2K14. I'll have to ask if he managed to get the DLC working, and if so, how. We ask some modders I know. They take the game apart and inject new characters and arenas so they'd know how DLC works. I mean, if you would, I'd massively appreciate that. That would be of great help. Basically, I just want the base game with every character that can be on the game unlocked and playable as they should be. So I don't need managers to be able to be in matches. In fact, I'd prefer them not to be. I'd prefer it to be vanilla, exactly as if you've bought all the DLC and either used the accelerator or unlocked everything. That's all I really require. I don't need anything like fancy doing to it. But yeah, if anyone could help, that'd be huge, Reese. Thank you. I just don't know anything about this side of things at all. Like, as soon as it gets more technical than hit record and how to use, like, 2 different editing softwares, 3 at a push, I'm kind of way out of my depth. And I end up wasting hours. Like, I've been researching this for hours this morning. And got... I mean, I got the game working, but I got nowhere in terms of getting closer to what I wanted, because I already had the game working on a PS3. And I actually had all the characters unlocked on the PS3, so I was actually further away when I finished than I was when I started, in a way. Like, the PC version was further away from working than the PS3 version, the legit PS3 version. Same. Luckily, I just follow YouTube tutorials on how to do things, and it usually works. Yeah, there wasn't, like, a whole lot of... Like, I found a YouTube tutorial, and it was, like... There was no links or anything in the description, and in the video itself, it wasn't, like, so this is the website. It was just, like, oh, this is how you get it working. And it was, like, I need to know where to get the stuff from, my dude. Also, when I'm trying to learn something like that, I much prefer text tutorial. Because YouTube tutorials, having to constantly, like, pause and rewind if you missed a bit while you were trying to do the bit they just said, or, you know, something didn't quite work, so you have to try it again or try and tweak it. Whereas with a text tutorial, it just waits there for you. Some things YouTube's way better than text tutorials. I think, generally, video gaming stuff, it's better to be able to see what they mean and watch it play out and be like, okay, it should look like this, so let me try and make it look like this. But I think technical stuff is better in text form. For me, anyway. And it's weird because generally I'm quite a monkey see, monkey do kind of learner. But not with tech. See if I can get the 2K14 DLC working on Xbox. Then it'll be the same process on PS3. I mean, awesome. If you would, if you've got the time and you're willing to, that'd be greatly appreciated. How are you battling me from over there? Behave. I just get bored reading text. Fair. So I think text with screenshots is like my ideal because I can't visualize things. I actually have aphantasia. I cannot visualize things. So if it's just a wall of text, I can't visualize if what they're seeing is the same as what I'm seeing. Which sometimes doesn't matter, but sometimes really does. So text plus images is like ideal for me on technical stuff. Excuse me. Ah, Dunsparce. Hello. But yeah, if you're willing to have a look, Reese, that'd be hugely helpful. Appreciate that. If you're unable to, your modder friends as well would be massively helpful. And I also have just through the process of you suggesting asking someone else, which is super useful, which I somehow hadn't thought of, asking Josh, because I didn't manage to catch Josh's streams on 2K14. But if he had the DLC, I can just be like, how? So there's a few different options for how to maybe get it working. And like I say, there is still the option of just do it without the DLC, which is like by far my least favourite option. But it is an option. Yeah, he plays on console, but like, so if he managed to have the DLC, I'd be like, how? Because I have it on console. That's the thing, you can still, you know, like, even if it's taken off the store, you can re-download the DLC. I can still re-download WWE 12, WWE 13, and then I think it moved on to PS4 after 14, so I was only on my PS3, so I didn't check 15. But I was like, so the older games are following the pattern that seems right for me of I bought all the DLC, and I can re-download them. I flat out refuse to believe I didn't buy the DLC for 2K14. It just doesn't seem like me. At any point during that game's cycle, that game being the current game for a year, I didn't buy the DLC. No, don't believe it. But, yeah, it wasn't available for re-download. Which is a bit annoying. It's also classic me, isn't it? That the one game I want the DLC for is the one game that it's not seemingly not available for. God, I missed the outbreak of Dunsparce. Aha! It's been a while. Oh, heck. These tiny little things always get me. Hey, there's another one. Hello. Oh, excuse all the coughing, guys. I do apologise. Not a lot I can do about it. I thought I was getting better because I didn't really wake up coughing last night. At all. As soon as I woke up this morning, I had a bit of a coughing fit, but that was still a great improvement on the previous few nights. But, and usually I'm worse at night than in the day. Apparently not today. I don't see coughing anywhere, but every time I get a cold, I have to shiny hunt coughing. I wish we only saw Dunsparce. What time do the mass outbreaks change? I feel like they change some time while I'm streaming, so there's still a chance we might get some time with a Dunsparce outbreak. Because we actually got one when I was streaming Pokemon Violet a few weeks ago. There was just a Dunsparce outbreak. So I went and shiny hunted that for a bit instead of playing Violet properly, and then it went away, like midstream. So I'm pretty sure the changeover time is during my usual stream hours. This is Violet. Hello, I see a Dunsparce, and it's blue. Excuse me. How are we stuck? Aha! You know, because of the yellow glow, for a second I was like, is that shiny? No. Shiny, Salazzle, or whatever that one's called, is, yeah, I think it's Salazzle, is, white, isn't it? Why do you ask which game it is, Reese? I'm just curious, or was there some deeper thought at play? Sounded like you had both, the way you said it. I do have both. Violet is my main playthrough game, like, where I'm just, like, figuring out the game as I go. And and also where I'm doing my shiny hunting at the moment. Scarlet is my Nuzlocke game on Pokebeza. Just got the plat on PGA 2K23. Let's go. What, like, literally just now? Awesome. Nice. I mean, generally awesome, nice, but just now? Cool. How hard a platinum is it? And how fun is that? Because, like, when me, Taylor, and Keith used to play GTA Online Golf, it's a lot more fun than I was expecting it to be, considering it's golf. So I have since considered getting a golf game. Second before I typed it. Nice. You heard it here first, chat. Not bad. Bit grindy for the last couple, but not too bad. Is it a fun game in general? Like I say, GTA Online Golf really surprised me with how fun it was. I don't know how much of that was because I was playing with other people, and how much of it was the golf itself was fun. It was free on PS Plus. I haven't downloaded a single PS Plus game this year, I don't think. It's kind of fell out of the habit of doing it. I'd done like near enough every one before that. Also, that's quite a recent game to be free on PS Plus already. Was it worth the money? I am trying to keep an eye on the other Pokemon, by the way, because I'm not only going to catch a shiny Dunsparce. We have already caught a shiny Lechonk during our Dunsparce hunts. So do yell out, although it'll probably be too late with Twitch latency. Do yell out if anything's shiny and I don't spot it. Try not to buy any games, because I just bought a bunch of Switch games. Yeah, I try not to buy any games because I have like 1,000 games. I literally own about 1,000 games that I haven't completed. So it's like, I have all those millions of hours of entertainment for free, just hanging around. Really want Spider-Man 2. It does look good. It's not really my thing massively, so I've not been desperate to get it, but it does look good. My next game, new game I'll be getting is, oh hello, is City Skylines 2. Which comes out like this coming week. So I'll be streaming that. But yeah, I try not to buy new games, but they keep releasing games I want, and it's annoying. Very inconsiderate, to be honest. PS Plus gives away so many free games. New Saints Row and Gothic Knights on there now for free. Yeah, I know, Mrs. Beza just got the new Saints Row. She's playing it in the other room as we speak. Oh, she was when I started stream anyway. Seems to have been enjoying it. She was doing some of the LARPing when I last went and had a look. Any interest in Mario Wonder? Not really. So I've never really been that big a Nintendo gamer. except Pokemon. Like, I have a couple of Nintendo games that aren't Pokemon, but generally speaking, the only thing I ever really did on Nintendo was play Pokemon. I don't have a big history with Mario like a lot of gamers do, for example. Switch games don't drop in price, so they're the only ones I don't mind buying at full price. Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo games just don't, do they? Like, even when, like, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were coming out, I remember seeing Pokemon Black and White just at full price, just still on the shelves. And it was like, and that was like, you know, there'd been Black 2, White 2, X and Y, Sun and Moon, and now Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon since Black and White, and it was still the same price. It just never dropped. Crazy. SNES was my first console. Benefits of having an older brother growing up, yeah. My first console was the PS1. Got into gaming relatively late, considering how into it I got. But neither of my parents were into gaming, and I didn't have any older siblings, so I didn't really have a lot of influence into gaming. Yeah, I think I was like maybe around 9 or 10 when I first played a video game. Which is quite a lot older than most people my age's, most gamers my age's sort of origin stories. Like, most people my age, you know, did play on like a SNES or, what was the Sega? I want to say Game Gear, but I don't think I'm thinking of the Game Gear. But, like, yeah, I feel like Mega Drive, that's the jobby. Yeah, like, I feel like most people my age started around the SNES Mega Drive kind of era. And I was just like, nope, PS1. Ah, the Game Gear was handheld. I thought it was something like that, yeah. I mean, it's still valid. I imagine a lot of people's first foray into gaming was handheld. Between things like the Game Boy and the DS being so popular. And things like the Game Gear, PSP, PS Vita, stuff like that. And for parents, if you think about it, it's like, instead of having your kid taking up the TV in the lounge, you know, because like back when I got into gaming, everyone didn't just have a TV in the bedroom. So like, yeah, instead of having your kid take up the TV in the lounge, get them a handheld. They can just sit by themselves and do it, like, without interrupting your TV time. I can fully imagine a lot of people got into gaming through handheld stuff. Especially when you consider a lot of the biggest selling games of all time, especially like before the modern era, before gaming really exploded and sales got silly. You know, it was Pokemon, it was a lot of the Mario games, it was Tetris for the Game Boy was always the big one because it was with every Game Boy, wasn't it, for ages? So it got like inflated figures, but still, just shows how many Game Boys were sold. So yeah, I imagine there's quite a lot of people whose gaming origin story is handheld. By the way, I don't remember the exact number, but I did the maths when I first started this, and I think it was around about 2,500 encounters. When you hit that point, you're about 50-50 on when... Oh, go away! On whether you'll have seen a shiny or not. So we're about halfway to the point where we have about 50-50 odds of seeing a shiny. At that point. Or before that point, I should say. But I think anyone who spent any time watching any of my content knows, I'm not particularly lucky. So I'm sort of expecting my coin toss on whether I see a shiny by 2,500 encounters to be a fail. Weird lighting. Just had to check that was definitely the usual colour. Didn't particularly look pink, but it also didn't particularly look like its usual dark grey black colour, so I was like, what colour is that one? It'd be funny if my first 3 shinies were all Lechonks. All I can get is shiny Lechonks, nothing else. So I know what colour a lot of the shinies are. I know Scyther's very hard to tell, I'm pretty sure. Salazzle is white, but I'm not even sure that Salazzle keeps respawning. I think that's just the same Salazzle all the time. Psyduck is blue. I know about Lechonk, obviously. I've got 2 of them already. Marvel, I'm not sure. Might just be a lighter blue. I also have green in my head for some reason for Marvel. Isn't it green, gold, that evolutionary line? Like, Azumarill is inexplicably, like, a gold and yellow kind of colour, when the other 2 are green. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about missing some of the more subtle ones, but I guess as long as I don't even notice, I've not really lost anything. Because unfortunately, the overworld, like, free roaming around sprite of the Pokemon doesn't have the shiny sparkles. You have to get into a battle with them to do that, and I'm not encountering everything just on the off chance. It's already slow enough trying to find any Dunsparce. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm fairly sure Marvel is green. I think Phanpy might be one of those where the shiny colour is very similar to the regular colour. No idea about Paldean Wooper or Clodsire. There's a little bit of a moment. Hey, look, Rockruff. Where you see like a cluster of Pokemon and there's a different Pokemon in the middle. Because the first thing you really register is there's a different colour in the middle of that cluster. And then you realise, no, that doesn't mean it's a shiny. It's just a different Pokemon. The worst one for that is Palmy and Palmo. because it looks so similar, but just a slightly different shade. So your first instinct is, that's a shiny, and then you realise, no, it stood up, it's a Palmo. Aha! A Dunsparce. I just realised I usually back up record my shiny hunting without the layout. So let me fire up that PC. I'll try and multitask. I'm going to try and set up a backup recording while shiny hunting. What could possibly go wrong? You know, it doesn't help when the monitor's off, so you fire up your PC and nothing visibly happens. There it is. Come on, PC. Do your thing. Hello, Psyduck. You alright there, mate? Alright, the PC's being slow, so I guess we'll go for a bit more of a wonder while we wait. Oh no! Luckily we've got big hops. Right. Ah. Very nice of you to let me log you in. Who's kicking off? Oh, is it the ride Pokemon? I forget which one's which. Miraidon this one, isn't it? Miraidon Pokemon. Get it? Get it? Let me just fire up OBS real quick on my other computer. Haha! Cleared all of you. Get cleared, fools. I just, in my peripheral vision there, saw OBS open up. Right, so let me quickly set up where it's saving to. Wow, I haven't done this at all in October. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Quiet you. What date is it? 21st? Yeah, 21st. There we go. That's the folder. Please record. Okay, we're back. Now, where am I? Oh, yeah. Alright. So, now that I've set that up, the shiny Dunsparce can appear. Because I know it was just staying away because it was worried that I wouldn't get the footage I wanted. No, not you, non-shiny Dunsparce. A shiny one. It's safe now, shiny Dunsparce. I'll get the footage I want. I feel like that cipher doesn't ever change as well as the Salazzle. There's never enough always a cipher there. He says. He says. Right, okay, so the cipher isn't the same as the Salazzle. Okay, understood. Oh, Murkrow's purple. I don't think I listed that before. Which is why those Toxels wandering around every so often catch my attention. What'd be really cruel would be like a bunch of Murkrow with a Toxel in the middle, because that would definitely look like a shiny Murkrow at first glance. Excuse me. So I think I'd be quite surprised and happy if we could hit 1500 encounters today. Without a mass outbreak. Oh, heck. I highly doubt we're going to get there, though. Hello, we're just talking about you. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I was trying to cut the gap there. Clearly didn't judge that right. My Pokedex is updated. Is that the first Pachirisu I've encountered? No way. Not doing well for not hitting random encounters right now, are we? almost. See, that's what I mean. The Palmo being a very slightly different colour and slightly different height. First glance, it's like, is that a shiny? I don't know what colour shiny Palmy is, but I could believe it would be that colour. Lots of shinies are very similar colours. Like, there's worse shinies than that for being too similar a colour. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Excuse me, coming through. Hello, excuse me. We'll just go over that whole cacophony of Pokemon there. Bum ba dum ba da dum. Bye, Felicia. Oh, look at the curved jump. Beautiful. And another one. Oh, go away, burb. Stupid aggressive burb. Okay, we haven't seen one in a while. Now we've just seen 3. And that's 1301, right? I've just missed the 1300. Yep. What are you doing all the way over there? Dunsparce? Bye. I'm just gonna, really quickly, I'm just gonna find out what time the changeover is. Pokemon Scarlet Violet Mass Outbreak Reset. Now, I don't want to force it. Outbreaks reset at midnight. I don't believe it's midnight at all. Let me just have a quick look at this. What is a mass outbreak? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. System menu switch. Change the day. Increase shiny odds. Okay, that's a list of all the Pokemon. It says midnight, but I don't think it is. Because it changed midstream on me. Reset time UK. See, it says changing over at midnight. Okay, well, that's the only answer I can find, but I know that's not necessarily true, or it's certainly not the only true answer. Hey, Saturn! How are you? I was talking to someone about that that idea for a TikTok we had ages ago. Recently. It's Dunsparce time. It's Honestly, it's anything but Dunsparce time. The one about peeing your pants. It's literally impossible. I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it for the content. Like, cause I was talking to the person about it, about how it's quite a funny idea, and then I was like, it's honestly not even that bad an idea, because like, you do it in some clothes that need washing anyway, and with easy access immediately afterwards to a shower, and within 10-15 minutes you've been showered and your clothes are in the wash being washed, and it never happened, essentially, like in terms of real world consequences. It's like a 5 to 10 minute, maybe 15 at a push recovery time. Like, there's much worse challenges. I mean, if I had that, I just wouldn't be washing it off, right? There's no shame. Warm. How to stay warm in winter. Pee yourself. Warning, it will get cold quickly, so pee yourself often. Just finished work and my brain is fully melted. From work or from what you came into here? From work, fair enough. This ain't nothing. This is standard behaviour for us, to be honest. It's been a minute since we had, like, a proper chat, so, you know, thought maybe you might have been a little bit out of practice with what to expect from me. But yeah, from work is more reasonable. How's things anyway? What's new, if anything? Follow a shiny hunter who's on reset attempt 20,000 for a shiny Chikorita. At full odds, I hope. And it's still terrible, but imagine if that was with any sort of, like, increased odds at all. Ain't much going on? Fair. I really hope this doesn't get as high as 20,000, just because, like, this probably takes longer to find one than it does to reset for a Chikorita. Actually, probably not. It's probably about the same. Although I suppose I have the added advantage of the chance of seeing other shinies. Whereas unless they're checking all 3 starters each time, they're only looking at Chikoritas. Dunsparce. Very good, very good. Watch out, bug. How? You weren't even looking this way. Bog off, Fletchinder. You bar one, you get one free. I said you bar one, you get one free. Hello, Dunsparce. Bye, Dunsparce. Why can't you be more like Dunsparce, Fletchinder? Just run away. Hey, Saturn, do you know anything about PS3 emulation on a PC? Thank you. Next. Thank you, next. You know, I almost just completely disregarded that. I saw it in my peripheral vision, but didn't, like, fully register it in my brain. Which wouldn't have been the biggest disaster ever, like, because it wasn't shiny, but, you know. Still, I like to make them all dig away. One, it's just become the routine, but two, it guarantees the next one I see is definitely a different one. I'm not counting the same one multiple times. I suppose it doesn't guarantee anything, because it could just... It could be one Dunsparce just digging around underground and popping back out in a different place each time. And I'm just, like, hunting it down. And there's one non-shiny and one shiny, but the one shiny one is super shy. Doesn't come above ground very often. The other one does all the coming up above ground. That's just a theory. Hey, Kona, thank you for the lurk. Hope you're well. Yeah, not bad. A little bit under the weather, but generally doing alright. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, for anyone watching, apologies if I suddenly go into a coughing fit. Coughing! Ugh, such as that. It's not really much of a fit these days. It's more of just like a single cough every so often. It's still annoying. I wish it would go away. I was saying this, like, I almost prefer having, like, proper flu. Because, yeah, it's a lot worse and grimmer. But, like, you can sweat it out. You can fight a flu. I feel like a cold, all you can really do is somewhat treat the symptoms, but not really. And just put up with it for as long as it's around, and it's really annoying. It's sort of like, when you get stuck in traffic, if there's an alternate route, even if it ends up taking longer, the fact that you're moving and taking an alternate route feels like you're doing something. Whereas if you just have to sit in the traffic, there is no alternative. It's really frustrating. I feel like a cold is sitting in the traffic and a flu is maybe taking a detour that might not be any better, but at least you're taking a detour. Ah, hello. Goodbye. Not a lot of Dunsparce about now. So, with the whole date manipulation thing on the Switch, does that mean certain outbreaks are guaranteed on certain days on your console, on your game? Because could I not just switch it back to a date when I had I've had a Dunsparce outbreak? So would that work? Just change my console date to that date? Bye, Cypher. Hey, look, another one. And another one. Awful lot of aggressive Pokemon out at the moment. Oh, excuse me. I'm not trying to get into any fights here. Excuse me, pig. Excuse me, coming through. Bum ba bum ba ba dum. And another one. Yeah. Nice. Hey yo. Hey! There was a Toxel inside that Dunsparce. Like a Kinder Surprise. Right, my brain is not loving this today. It's just constantly bombarding me with excuses to stop and go do something else. I do have other really productive stuff I need to do. So I'm going to do myself a deal, and I'm going to get 10 more encounters, get a nice and palindromic encounter number, 1331, and we'll stop there. Unless, of course, we hit the shiny before then, which would be great. Watch the game will just be like, "Ha, you want 10 more Dunsparce, do you?" Absolutely not. You will be here forever. So in that case, just in case the game is sentient and wants to screw me over, or 2 hours. So 20 more minutes. 10 more encounters or 2 hours. Should easily be able to get 10 more encounters in that 20 minutes, but just in case. Oh, watch out, puppers. There's one. I think we were just about to be attacked by a bird then as well. Aggressive Pokemon. Lots of them, to be honest. Oh my god. Everything's aggressive. Maybe I won't get the 10 encounters. Like, my goodness, they have really slowed down since I said that, huh? Boom, 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 ba-dum. There's a Dunsparce. Leave me alone. Get out of the way, you ugly Squirtle. We really are struggling for Dunsparce spawns ever since I said that, aren't we? My goodness. We are actually averaging about one every 2 minutes, which is funny. Gonna push me right to the end of the 2 hours, isn't it? The 20 minutes. Excuse me. Woo. Ah, and another one. Okay, we're speeding up now. Speeding up. 6 more to go. Oop. Getting ambushed by doggos. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, 5 more, is it? Yep, 5 more. Or 13 more minutes. It looks like we're going to reach the encounter rate, the encounter limit before the time limit, but not by much. Nothing over here. Let's have a look over here. And here, and here, and here. Ah, there's one. Hello. Okay, it went underground, going underground. Excuse me. Woo! I guess the trick to finding a shiny Dunsparce quicker is going to be to just hop on every day. And just be like, well, every day that I can. And just be like, is today a day where I can get, you know, like where it's a Dunsparce outbreak. And then just shiny hunt on the days where it is. But honestly, that doesn't fit my schedule great. See, I'm pretty sure we had 5 encounters to go with 13 minutes left, so we've just had 1 encounter in 4 minutes, so it's actually not cut and dry that it's going to be the encounters that run out. It might be time. It might very well be time at this rate. Or 4 could just appear back to back to back, like, to back. Like, it's very unpredictable. Oh, I thought that was on. Nope. It's down the side of my peripheral vision whilst jumping around. I saw a colour that hadn't been there before and thought, has a Dunsparce just appeared? Nope, masquerade. Which looks nothing like Dunsparce. Three more. Oh, about 7 more minutes. Oh, there we go. 2 more. Oh, about 7 more minutes. Oh, damn it. There's one. Wow, he's cutting about some, isn't he? Right. 5.5 minutes to find uno mas, por favor. I wouldn't be fuming if I didn't find one for 5.5 minutes and finished on a nice round number of 1330. Roundish. Not as good as 1350, but I ain't staying for 1350, I'll tell you that for free. Right, come on. Let's make the 1331st one shiny, shall we? Finish on a high. Whoop, almost ran into Salazzle. Don't mind me, doggo. Been a couple of minutes now since the last encounter. God, give me another outbreak. Mass outbreak, please. That's not a Dunsparce. That mass outbreak was so much fun, just like cycling around, just wiping out. There he is. Wiping out Dunsparce left and right, getting him to dig underground was great. Hey, we've got a Lechonk joining us. Alright. There we go. We're done. We're done for today. Thank you everyone who hung out, everyone who lurked, everyone who chatted, Kona, Saturn, Reese, thank you for the resub as well. Greatly appreciated. Miss anyone who chatted near the start? No. Good stuff. Okay. So yeah, thank you everyone. I will be back tomorrow. We have D&D tomorrow, unless something goes awry with that. I am hoping to stream my own thing as well before D&D. Hoping. Can you see me cross my fingers? Are they in frame? Yeah, kind of. I'm hoping it'll be a San Andreas Chaos mod. And I'm even more hoping we might beat it. So, yeah. There we go. Anywho, yeah, I am outie. Goodbye.